natural, organic, keep it flowing.
All right, well, let's talk about the fight we
Fights
watched
last night. Well, let's talk about Chicas versus I don't know the other guy's name. Yeah, I didn't watch the fight. I was watching it. Y'all were in your room playing the UFC.
I see.
game.
I caught a little bit of it. It was a good fight.
It was a pretty good fight actually.
What you talking about the one? What's his
Before,
name?
remember I was like, ooh, knocked out.
Oh yeah. I thought you were talking about
the
what's his
guy.
name.
The guy Chicas got knocked down. I don't know the guy's
Who won?
opponent's name. I don't even know. I mean, I saw the whole fight, but I wasn't paying attention.
How you gonna watch the whole fight and bring it up and not even know who won?
Look, man.
Anyway, moving on. You know which was a pretty decent fight, but it kind of got lost steam at the end. Was what's his name? The Puerto Rican? Oh no, he might be Mexican. I don't know.
Oh, you talking about Ray Beltran and
Yeah, Beltran.
Oh,
that was a pretty good fight. Beltran's been looking sharp
what was
lately.
that guy's name? Oh, it was Velasquez. Something Velasquez.
Yeah, something Vasquez.
Yeah, I think Beltran got the job done. He got the W, so I think he deserved it. And then what was the main event?
Main event was Lomachenko versus Miguel Mariaga. That guy's pretty solid. He had a really good fight. We watched it on. I think he fought on Showtime, if I'm not mistaken. He had a really good fight. Remember, because they mentioned it before he got in the ring.
Yep.
But he lost the title. It was a title shot. He still lost. He lost to who?
Oscar Valdez, I think.
Oh well, Oscar Valdez is a monster.
Okay.
I mean, but they said that he gave him a pretty good fight though.
Yeah, I mean, Lomachenko just took homeboy to school. I mean, he was trying to do some things, but Lomachenko was just out boxing, out foxing.
So that's what we're talking about. We're talking about Vasily Lomachenko, him in general, really. He had a fight last night, and he made easy work like he does most of his opponent. The crazy. Do I have to speak directly into?
Yeah, you better
eat the mic, bro. Eat the mic, bro.
Really, bro.
Eat the mic, bro.
All right. So back to what I was saying. He won the fight. It was easy work like all his opponents. And then, what else?
What just?
Didn't somebody from the guy who fought Ray?
Yeah,
he fought Christopher Diaz?
No. It was something else.
Oh, he fought. I think he fought on Friday on Showtime. Jesse something. Ray beat him by majority decision.
Angel,
so it was like close.
Jesse Hernandez.
I think so. Yeah, he fought a good fight.
You saw the whole fight?
Yeah, I seen like the last few rounds, but it was basically the same thing. He ended up stopping. I think didn't he stop him?
I didn't see that fight. So.
I don't know, but I just know he won. He got it, and the guy was, they both were saying there was a step up in competition for the both of them. So shout out to him. He got the W, and he fought a hell of a fight. And then Clarissa Shields, she looked pretty good. She looked better than she did. Like I could see like room for improvement, like just settling down a bit. But she did really good. She shots, body
I watched
shots.
it on Facebook, the highlight reel, and man, she beat the shit out of her.
Yeah, and then that Russian chick was fine.
Oh, that was
the
woman.
She's fine,
she
bro.
Look good, man.
So
she about to get her ass whipped though.
I don't care. She's still fine though. She's still winner in my book.
Win or lose, she still wins, right? She getting her ass whipped because Clarissa Shields is the real deal. I mean, 2-time gold medalist for Team USA. She was the only one to medal in 2012. Fortunately, the men's squad didn't medal at all. Rashid choked. No offense, but it's just facts. Rashid, who was the favorite to win, did not medal. Lost the first round, but the guy he fought was legit. He's from France, Nordine Obali. He's pretty nice. He's a lighter weight class. He's like 118, 119 fighter. He fought at 114.
So at the end of Lomachenko's fight, who did he end up calling out?
He didn't call nobody. He said everybody can get it. Basically, he basically hit an A/B. Call him the Ken.
I thought I was kind of weak though. He should have called out somebody.
He should have called out Rigo since Rigo's been tormenting him on Facebook.
He really doesn't.
I mean, not on Facebook, on Twitter.
He's already discussed that. If you watch Fight Hype and Ellie Setbacks, he discussed that, and he was like.
I mean, we got 2 gold medalists, 4 gold medals between the 2 of them. I mean, I would love to see it personally.
I think it'd be interesting.
I think it'll be a great fight, but I mean. It's just I don't think Vasily cares for it. He said let's make it happen whenever Enrico was like, oh, you come down to my weight class, blah 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 blah, and making all these demands, and he got what did they do? They stripped him of all his title because of inactivity, or what was it?
I don't know.
And Vasily Lomachenko was like, well, what's the point of fighting him if he got nothing to offer? Yeah, he's this and that.
I don't know about that, bro,
But there was nothing. He had the guy he didn't fight him because the guy he did fight, it was defending his title. Or he got a title. It was like Nicholas Walters. He have a title. He took his title. So it's like, why fight him if he has? I mean, he has something to offer as far as skill set, but there's no like reward if he beating him anyway. And then like even whenever he did call him out and wanted to make the fight happen, as much as I like Ringondo, he was like, come down to my weight class, no catch weight, nah, I'm the champion, blah blah, which was kind of true. But at the same time, it's like Vasily's not a small guy.
I mean, they should do a catch weight, I think, because I mean Rico is very small. And Vasily
what does
is
he
bigger.
fight? 122?
Something like that. So.
I think it's 18. No, I think it's 118, 122.
So I think they should do a catch weight. Anyway, that'd be a good fight. But if not, I mean, there's other dudes for Lomachenko to fight.
Yeah, well, Mikey Garcia and him would be a dope fight.
That would be dope too.
Oh, speaking of Mike Garcia, somebody was wrong about that AB fight.
What? I don't know about that.
Yeah, he's a scrub, man. I lost $200 to him.
Say, man, I thought AB was gonna come through, but he did it, man.
As
Paul was
about-
right. Paul was right. But I did say Mikey
Hey,
comes
one out
from
of a million, he
championship camp.
calls out, he gets it right. Like,
What are you gonna do?
hey, you
that's
gotta win
true.
sometimes.
Yeah,
That's facts.
That's 3 out of 3. I had last time we talked.
Get the fuck out of
I had,
here.
I, had, I had 3 fights correct. I have Figueroa winning, of course, and I had.
Well, I said it myself. I said I thought Omar was gonna win,
We all
but
said
I didn't.
that.
I don't
seem
like
like
him
I'm
style wise. I think he has an ugly style. That's the reason why I didn't want to go for him. And
Yeah, you make it
and
seem
I like Robert. What's it? Robert Guerrero, the Ghost. I like his style.
But
I like
no.
how he approaches
But,
the ring.
no, you know what's interesting? I think like in that fight, I think it was just Guerrero's all the punishment he took over his long career. I think that's what played a big role in that fight.
Yeah, man, because he was getting hit with shots that just looked like.
But I mean,
Man.
it's kind of, it's like he continuously takes hard fights. It's
That's
like,
what I'm saying, like,
and he's
we
been
just-
taking beatings and beatings after beatings, and he just like, you gotta like back off and fight somebody, get a tune-up fight, get momentum. Like, but this
No,
guy,
I think
he just, I don't know, he just came in too macho.
No, I think Guerrero should take a retire because it's really at the point where like he was getting hit, but he wasn't getting hit with stuff like he could usually take. It's just like the damage is occurring, like accumulated too much.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, there's nothing for him to prove.
Oh yeah, did y'all see it on Facebook? I saw it on Facebook. Timothy Bradley retired. He wrote a letter and retired.
There's nothing for him to prove.
Yeah, there's
like,
nothing else to
there's
do.
nothing else.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like he could have been in some good fights with like Sean Porter.
Maybe,
Keith
man.
Allen.
That would have been a very tough fight.
But
to
you know,
watch
but
in
y'all
my
can't
opinion.
deny the fact when he fights, he comes to fight.
No,
No,
I'm
that's
not,
true.
I mean, I'm not saying that, but I'm saying for the fact that Timothy Bradley. I mean, what else is there for him to prove? Like, and then there's like maybe these guys don't want to fight him because he is
He's
awkward.
old.
He does
he's
fight.
Risky
He's
fighter.
a dog. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, I feel like I don't feel like people necessarily ducked him. They probably viewed him like
they be like too much risk and low reward.
no reward.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because plus
basically.
it'd be an ugly fight.
Because at the end of the day, boxing nowadays is a business. You got to approach it a certain way.
But,
That's probably how it was. That probably was the outlook for a lot of professional fighters. Like he doesn't have much to offer, and if I lose, it's just not really a good thing to have.
I'm gonna stab my neighbor over there. Just
I
not
know.
gonna fucking do his lawn at this time of night.
Fuck's wrong with
Motherfucker.
him?
I actually never seen him.
Nah, I never. I was just fucking.
I've actually never seen him
No.
cut his own lawn. This first time. But yeah, Lomachenko. I wish he would have called somebody out. That would have been cool.
What else? What else we got? Oh, we got Canelo, and we got
Golovkin.
Golovkin.
I got my money on Canelo. Too fast, too strong, younger. Golovkin.
Be honest, Golovkin
Who has he
lost.
fought?
Golovkin lost to Danny Jacobs. So he lost that fight.
It was a close fight.
I thought he lost.
I thought it was a close fight, so it could have gone either way. To be honest with you, I feel like Danny Jacobs should have started a lot stronger in the beginning of the fight, but
Yeah, man,
it was a great fight.
I mean,
today.
I don't know about y'all, but I've been hearing about this fight a lot. I've been hearing at work, at the barbershop. People are having their sides. You know, I'm hearing Golovkin, I'm hearing Canelo. But I think this is an exciting fight because we're going to see who's for real.
Yeah.
And, you know, I think Canelo has fought the better opposition. The only knock about that is they've been in lighter weight classes. So the fact of the matter that keeps coming up is Triple G's punching power. And I think that's true. Canelo's never fought a guy who can hit like Triple G. But the same thing remains true is Triple G has never fought a guy like Canelo. Canelo got combinations. He's fast. He's accurate. He got great head movement. I think he's a better boxer, and we're gonna see if Canelo, his chin can hold up. I think he can knock out Triple G in my opinion.
I think you can go ahead and say what you got to say.
No, I don't think like even when Triple G's last fight, he didn't knock down Danny Jacobs. He didn't hurt Danny Jacobs. I don't think because people were hyping his power. Like he does have good power, but I'm like, I don't think that power is just one shot. Because Because my thing is like, if you're just relying on landing on one shot and the guy has better skill for you, you're probably not gonna win the fight. Especially if the guy's that good. So I'm just saying, well, in my opinion, I think Canelo's just like outbox him, outwork him, and then because to be honest, Triple G is very limited. When you see him fight better boxers, even that Kell Brook fight, Kell Brook he stopped Kell Brook with that one shot, but even at that, he was getting outboxed, and Kell Brook for the most part was avoiding his shots, and Danny Jacobs definitely avoided Triple G's power for most of that fight.
You know, in my opinion, I think Danny Jacobs beat him at most. It would have been a draw. But, you know, Triple G's, he's a star. You know what I mean? They wanted to make the Triple G Canelo fight. So they're going to, of course, they're going to give it to Triple G. I think, you know, Danny did get knocked down in the first half of the fight. But, the first, 3 rounds or whatever. Oh, yeah, but after that, he picked up the pace. He fought. He took the punches, and he gave his punches. And I think Triple G couldn't make the adjustment. But they gave it to him, whatever. But we're going to see what this Canelo and Triple G fight. It's going to be exciting. But anyway, so you got who? Canelo?
Canelo all day.
I got Canelo. Who you got?
Of course, Canelo, I think.
All right, so we all agree Canelo's going to take it. What you think, Bye?
What?
Decision or knockout?
Honestly, I think he's going to knock him out. And the reason why I say he's going to knock him out is because, first of all, let's use a good example. Miguel Cotto, when he fought at the lighter weight classes, he got knocked down by the smaller, faster guy. And if you all look at Canelo's, the way he beats his opponents, all the shots that he lands are between shots. Those are the ones that hurt the most, and those are the ones that are going to put you to sleep. And look at what's his name? What's that one guy from Houston? He got knocked out. He trained with that female trainer. What's his name?
Oh, Kirkland.
He knocked the shit out of Kirkland. Amir Khan, obviously, he ain't got no chin, but he shot between Khan's shot, knocked his ass out. Who else did he knocked out a lot of people. Who else he knocked out?
I mean, there's been a few people. But, okay, so you got a knockout. I think a knockout. What you got?
I say stoppage or knockout because I think Triple G's they get tired, especially by the 5th round. And he just gonna see shots after shots land on him.
And he's a loopy. If you pay attention to Golovkin, how he throws his shot, he's a loopy. He throws very loopy. It's technical. It's a technical loop shot, but it's loopy. It's enough for Canelo to shoot between that and get that precision because he's a sharp. Canelo's really technical and sharp when he throws his shot, and he knows he has really good timing. And I feel like Golovkin's never felt that kind of power. And I feel like Canelo can land that clean, hard shot on his chin and disrupt his equilibrium and probably hurt him. So yep. That's the reason why I think.
All right. Okay. So we got the circus fight.
The circus fight.
McGregor. No, let me rephrase that.
That's right, bro.
Mayweather, McGregor. And you can't put McGregor first. That motherfucker ain't no boxer.
Let's talk about some fun news coming.
You put him first.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I fucked up, but I corrected myself.
Right. Let's talk about some fun news. Let's talk about the Paulie Malignaggi.
The whole incident, Paulie.
Man, you already know,
it's
like
a
that
market thing they're doing.
Yeah, they were trying to do that shit from the beginning. Whether Paulie's in on it, whether he's not, I don't know.
He's not. He's fucking been talking
shit.
Maybe,
but maybe they're like, we're gonna do this and whatever.
Talking shit the whole time. He left the camp.
But it's bullshit. I mean, that McGregor shit talk, you already know it's bullshit. Why? Because whenever he got in a boxing match with Nate Diaz, homeboy couldn't hang.
And he wanted to go to grappling.
He wanted to be a wrestler out of something. Yeah. And even the second fight, I honestly think Diaz was injured, and because the shots they knocked him down, but Diaz got back up and still was putting it on his bitch ass, and I still think Diaz won. So McGregor coming in a boxing match, and all these motherfuckers talking about, oh, he can land that. Man, hell no, get the fuck out of here. If you believe that, you need to kill yourself, because that's bullshit. The only way Floyd gets knocked out is because Floyd bets all his check on McGregor, and then he reaps the benefits of that. That's the only way Floyd's gonna go down. If he takes a dive.
If he takes a dive.
That's the only fucking way.
You can go ahead. I mean, I'm Floyd Mayweather's gonna win. I ain't got much to say. That's all I have to say.
I think that we can all agree on that. Let's just talk about. I think it's just more fun to talk about the little antics and stuff developing.
Yeah, I want to talk about the guy. I'm gonna watch it. I ain't gonna pay for it. I'm gonna watch that whole for stream for.
We're gonna pay for the pay-per-view.
Relax.
We're gonna give money to the promoters and the fighters.
We're gonna go to Hooters and we're gonna watch the fight. That's what we're gonna do.
Fuck that fight.
Okay, but anyway, you got our take on it. I mean, I like McGregor. I think he's a special fighter. Watching MMA, But in boxing, I mean, I don't see it happening. I could be wrong. I'm not the smartest guy in the world. I can't tell the future, but it's just not gonna happen.
But you know what's the frustrating thing about it is like when he talks like, oh, it's not a real fight. It's about that bullshit. I'm like, look, when you say that shit, you're giving them an excuse. Like, my thing is, when you go and fight and you agree to the terms, it doesn't matter if it's a real fight, quote unquote, or not. It's if you lose, you fucking lose. You gotta take that L. You just can't make excuses.
I mean, even if it was a real fight, I mean, you see what happened whenever he got in a real fight with Diaz. Anyway, I'm picking Money Mayweather all day.
Same.
Well, yeah, Mayweather, of course.
McGregor, what?
Really?
Nah, but they said after this fight that Conor wants to give Diaz that third fight after the Mayweather fight.
I see.
But who knows if he'll still continue to fight because he's gonna make millions. Like, I mean, he probably will pull like a.
He might be like
Nick
Madonna.
Nick Diaz. Or
that
something.
too.
Nick Diaz made his fucking.
Or even Nate. Hell, Nate
did the same thing.
Nate made his money. It was
like pay me what I'm worth. And I'll fight.
Which was great, because Dana White be holding him, but.
I mean, but then again, he's probably on contract.
Nah, but still, man. Whenever
but
he's a draw, bro. He's a draw.
Get out, right?
I mean, UFC is the place to be, in my opinion. If you're an MMA guy.
But I mean, he makes all that money with Mayweather's fight. He might just like. Oh,
are you talking about Conor? Or you talking about Diaz?
I'm talking about Conor though.
Oh no, I'm talking about Diaz.
You think he's still gonna fight? Want to fight?
I mean, I'm pretty sure he will, bro. He might take some time off.
He might give, what is it they call it, the rubber match, that third fight. So
maybe. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's guys lined up to fight Conor.
I'd rather see Diaz fight. I don't care about anybody else like that. Who's that Russian guy that always pulls out of fights?
Khabib.
Khabib. He's trash.
Man. Nah, I ain't even worried about that guy.
Every single time he gets a big fight, pull out.
No, he had a chance to fight Ferguson, but I think he declined it. No, he declined it. He didn't pull out. He declined it.
Like, well, after he pulled out, he declined it again because, like...
No, they said, well, we're going to make this fight happen, and he declined.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. He declined it when they gave...
That's what just shows you, man. This guy ain't for real. All that hype is bullshit.
He has an undefeated record, right?
Yeah, but if you...
Nah, he's trash,
That was the biggest fight of his career, and he declined it twice. He pulled out and then declined it. That guy ain't a fighter. It's bullshit.
So now that we're on MMA, let's talk...
DC?
We could talk about Jon Jones and DC.
Great fight. Hell of a fight. DC?
I predicted exactly what would happen. Jon Jones is going to destroy him. I mean, DC's tailor-made for Jon Jones. Like, he's short. He's going to have to reach in order to get in that range level. It's risky. When you fight somebody that big, it's really risky. You got to take a risk in order to hurt the guy. And he did a really good job the first round. As the fight progressed, you could tell Jon Jones was setting it up. He was setting up the entire fight and finally clocked him in the head with that leg kick and did what he had to do.
Yep.
No, but it's funny because, like, DC was doing a lot of this fucking neighbor.
I know, fucking cocksucker.
Like I say, he looks like goddamn Mario from Super Sunshine Mario.
Like, fucking 3 feet a yard and he want to use a goddamn blower.
I like, you could fucking
moron. Anyway.
I was gonna say DC was doing a lot of good work in that fight. It's just he was landing good overhands, got a lot of good punches in. It's just that he made one mistake. When he went to go, he thought the kick was going low. See,
he was doing it as soon as he got hurt, though.
I mean,
but dude, like when
DC came to fight, he was ready. He was trying to win. It was a great fight. It's just whenever that's the highest level. If Jon Jones wouldn't exist, DC would be the dominant champion. It's just Jon Jones just is that good.
Facts.
And so that little mistake DC made cost him big time because the stakes are so high. You can't afford to make any mistakes. You have to have a perfect performance, and that's hard for anybody to do. So it was a great fight. DC came to fight, and without DC, Jon Jones wouldn't have that guy who's so good so they can build that hype against because he rips through everybody. You can talk shit about Gustafsson, but I think he rips through Gustafsson any day.
Gustafsson, they fought again. He's calling him out again. Jon Jones demolishes him again, bro. Like, if you can't beat the guy the first time and do it in a dominant fashion, then you're a competitor, but you're just not a true threat.
Yeah.
Jon Jones beat the guy. I mean, it was a tough fight, but
Jon Jones
always adjusts and fights better when he fights you again. I mean, as you can see, that's what he did. He knocked out DC in the second fight.
Yep.
Well, shoot, what the hell's next for Jon Jones after this fight, though, to be honest? Like,
Brock Lesnar. I would love to see him knock his ass out.
I mean, maybe move up to heavyweight.
I
think that's what he's. I think that's where he's going. Like, that he's trying to make that transition, but he wants to make a big fight with Brock. because he's a big guy in general, and then make that transition to full to heavyweight. That'd be crazy. Who's a heavyweight champion in the UFC right now? I know it ain't Kane, right?
Stipe.
Yeah, Stipe's at a fight Kane though.
He's from Philly, right?
Yeah,
No, he's from
Cleveland.
Cleveland, that's right. Where King James. Yeah, that dude's nice. I like that dude. He got some good boxing. I like the way he fights.
Yeah, man. I don't know. I think John Jones can do some damage in heavyweight.
He's
really
a threat.
think so,
He's a big guy.
I mean, it's just when you talking about Stipe is nice.
Stipe's nice,
and he's a big dude.
That's a good fight. I like to see that, but I think he's trying to set himself up for that, like to make that transition. So he wants to fight Brock Lesnar because Brock Lesnar's really not that good of a fighter.
I mean, he's good.
He's just strong. He's strong.
He's
and
good.
He
He's a great wrestler. But when he gets tagged,
bro, the wrestling goes out the door as soon as he gets tagged. He folds. Like
and
honestly,
I think John Jones is just too slick for him.
John Jones is more. He has more variety when it comes to his fight game. Like if you want to wrestle, he can wrestle. If you want to strike, he can strike. He can go to hit you with his feet, hit you with his arms, elbows, you name it. He can do everything. He's a multi-dimensional fighter. And Brock Lesnar wouldn't even last. I don't even think Brock Lesnar wants to make that fight happen. I haven't heard no news from him.
No,
honestly.
but it's funny though because I was talking to my other friend about this fight. I'm like, well, you gotta think about it. Brock Lesnar, and when he fought Cain Velasquez, he took Cain Velasquez down, but Cain Velasquez is such a better wrestler. He got back.
No, but not
he
only
got
that,
back up, then beat the fuck out.
But
of him.
But we can go further back into the archives when he fought Randy Couture. Randy Couture's a lot smaller dude, and Randy Couture held his own on the wrestling.
Yeah. Well, that's true.
Randy Couture was a small guy to begin with. He was just fighting big guys to make a point.
Well, because the heavyweight division at that time was weak.
Yeah. But I mean, it just shows that Randy Couture, him being a small fighter, finding a guy massively big and hold his own as wrestling, it just shows that he's an awesome wrestler. But also, since we're on MMA anyway, let's talk about Jose Aldo. What do y'all guys think? You think he's done?
No. He's been at Garcia's camp. He's been doing a lot.
Garcia who?
Robert Garcia.
Jose Aldo?
Yeah,
he was at the fights. He was at the boxing fights.
You think that's gonna make a difference?
Yeah, because his boxing was sloppy, bro.
Yeah, he's throwing loopy shots. He got hit.
Now he realizes
he got hit.
Striking's weak.
But you gotta think about it, like he was doing okay. He was doing good. He got away with a lot of shit because he was fighting people with his similar range or smaller. When he fought taller guys like Holloway and McGregor, he got caught really by the same shot and straight down the middle.
What I'm really glad that he did was go outside and go get some help with some quality top gym. When
fair enough,
Robert Garcia,
and I'm sure Robert's making a good penny out that.
Well, yeah,
maybe, but who gives a shit about that? Because Jose is still elite.
I'm just saying though, like, because you got to think about it. Robert Garcia got tons of fighters, so you got to pay him top dollar to get that attention.
I mean, I don't know about that, but anyway, I'm just glad that he's out there and he's switching stuff up because he's an elite.
Yeah, I'm very excited because there's like a little video of Robert Garcia doing like the mitts, and he's like just telling basic shit that I was like, he's throwing the shop Suvi or he's like he stays something, basically no head movement or no like side to side movement, or like even a step back, especially when he throws it up because he catch people with the uppercut. But the problem is like. Even in the Holloway fight, when he did the uppercut, he was there to get hit, and he did get hit.
He was reaching the entire fight.
Exactly.
I think he might have been injured because he didn't throw any leg kicks. But maybe he was worried about getting tagged because with the straight or something. Because Holloway is a longer guy. But anyway, what else? I think that's it, right?
Well, hold on. There's a few more fights to talk about. Like, let's see, what else? Oh, Cyborg. You forgot to talk about Cyborg. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Cyborg's got that shit monopolized. Ain't nobody can beat her.
I mean, I think Cyborg and Amanda Nunes would be a cool ass fight.
Knock her ass out too.
But I think that would be cool.
That'd
be a dope fight because they're both Brazilians. They could do it in Brazil and sell the crowd out.
And they're both fucking.
They could put it on pay-per-view.
They both can bang.
Yeah, but I just feel like Cyborg's just too much of a man.
I think Cyborg's. I've always been a Cyborg fan.
I'm a fan.
I even said it like whenever everybody's hyping up Rousey, I was like, man, if fucking Cyborg fights Rousey, she'll tear her ass apart. And now everybody sees it like.
Hey, remember though when Rousey was talking all that shit when she was on the top tier, the top is, and she was like, I could beat Mayweather. Blah, blah, blah.
I'm a Rousey fan. I always thought Cyborg was the lead.
I was really a fan because I just like she's talking all this shit.
I mean, she kind of was.
Nobody, but it really had nobody to fight her.
I mean,
she met somebody that could strike, Holly Holmes, right, and got knocked out.
I mean, she beat some top people. It's just. Once she got, and then I also think they threw her to the wolves whenever she fought Amanda Nunes for a comeback
That's the UFC.
fight.
That's how the UFC goes.
I mean, that's
you can
dangerous.
have a hard ass fight and it's your time to do a title, or you can come off an injury. They're gonna throw your ass with the monster. They don't care. As soon as you're good to fight, you're getting thrown in with the monster.
Unless you're like favorite
special
or something.
like John Jones.
McGregor.
We're gonna do a tune-up fight. Oh, that's the thing that I respect about the UFC and MMA is that like you can't get a tune-up. Really, it's rare unless you're a favorite.
Yeah, but I don't think that's good either, bro. Like that don't because you're like you got these guys who could be dominant. You
but
just
not only that,
fuck 'em.
the best fight the best there too.
That's
so,
true
yeah.
too, bro. But I think if you're a champion, if you want a tune-up fight, I think it should be given to you.
I feel depending on certain circumstances, but I just feel like as far as like the UFC, since it's one house, like everything's in house, they can make like the best fights happen. Where boxing, you got promoters, you got managers, it's all business. They got to all come to an agreement on a price and this and that. So like the fights, as a boxing fan, we don't get to see those type of fights. And like for instance, like Mikey Garcia and Lomachenko, that would be a great fight. Even Vasily said it himself. He goes, "I'm top ranked in ESPN. I got a contract." Because I don't know why he's calling me out when he knows I'm top ranked ESPN. It's going to be a very difficult fight to have. He said it himself. I mean, the guy doesn't duck nobody. The guy does not duck nobody. He wants to fight everybody. So, you know how it is.
Well, what's next coming up in boxing?
I don't know. Besides that,
I think that's for right now. That's all I can think of.
It's just a Canelo
well, they're
Triple
talking
G
about. Well, Robert Garcia himself was talking about making the fight with Mikey Garcia versus Danny Garcia. That would be an interesting fight.
That would be cool.
Because I know for a fact Danny would not be scared of exchange like he was against. Who was it?
Thurman?
Keith Thurman. He was
honestly
scared.
I think if he would have sat I know it was hard, but if he would have sat down there and exchanged
like he did with Matisse,
I think he would have got
won.
the W. Yeah, but
he fought scary. You can't win a fight when you fight scary. But I feel like he wouldn't be scared to fight Mikey because he feels like.
I think Mike can give him fits though.
Yeah, he can give him fit, but if you hook with a hooker, I'll give it to Danny all day. He'll put you to sleep.
Well, I don't think Mikey does. Like, I'm just saying, like he's playing, but he doesn't. I don't think he tries to do anything too fast. He's just very disciplined.
No, he's very disciplined and fundamentally sound. Like that's why he's so good. Like he really got really good timing. Like he knows when to slip a shot. He knows how to set up traps. Like he'll wait for you to throw a shot. He'll slip to the side and then come in with a strong ass left. Was it right hand? He's orthodox.
I think he has a very high boxing IQ.
His IQ is crazy high. And I saw that when he fought Adrian Broner.
He didn't let Adrian Broner breathe.
Yeah, and Adrian Broner, he's a choke artist. Honestly, like every single time he gets a big fight, he fights the same way. I really just thought that he was gonna get it right, but.
No, it's like people are a creature of habits. I was betting on AB coming out with his habits.
You pinpointed that. I was totally wrong. I just felt like he fought better opposition. And there wasn't necessarily an elite fighter. I never said that. People, you're basically calling him an elite. No, I'm not. I'm just saying he
has a potential.
Yeah, he has a potential. But besides that, going back to my point, I was saying like, he's fought better opposition. He's seen more variety. I mean, Mikey Garcia's never fought anybody technically. I mean, he fought Salido, but didn't finish the fight. Lord knows what that could have been because, I mean, this is the same guy that beat Lomachenko. Yeah, he was dirty, but we all know what he brings to the table. Who knows what that 12-round fight would have been when he fought Salido. He probably would have won. Yeah. But, I mean, all respect to Mikey, though. He proved it. I'm a Mikey believer. I think he's a great fighter. I feel like he's a big 13 fighter. He fights, except for Terrence Crawford. I feel like Terrence Crawford would destroy him.
Oh, yeah, Terrence Crawford has a fight coming up. Like,
title shot. He's fighting Ndonga or something like that.
Yeah, Ndonga.
It's a unification. Bro, he fought.
That name sounds familiar as hell.
Bro, you've seen him fight.
I'm
before.
pretty sure
you have seen him fight before, but he's pretty solid. He's a competitor. But they're fighting because it's a unification fight, so it's like for all the belts, it's all the marbles basically.
Is it all the belts or just a couple?
It's a unification.
But unification can be like WBC and WBO.
Like just 2 belts.
Well, Crawford got all the belts all the major belts you can think of at 140. He probably has that one belt that he needs to unify that division. Like he's basically gonna do what Danny Garcia did at 140, unify all the titles. Like he was the king. Like I'm the man.
Yeah,
and that's what that fight is. So I'm going for Terrence Crawford.
Yeah, I mean, I like Terrence Crawford. Although I think whenever he fought Gamboa, I was salty about that.
Gamboa.
I think Gamboa could have whooped his ass had Gamboa had the right management, but that's Gamboa's fault. But anyway, let's not bring up the past. I like Terrence Crawford. He's a great fighter.
Career.
No, technically he didn't. Technically some bum did, but
well, his manager.
I don't want to hear about it. Enough about
He's just a
Gamboa.
pro Gamboa,
Let's
man.
stop
Fuck this
bringing
career
it on the past, bro. Anyway, Terrence Crawford, I think he's a great fighter. I think he has a W. I don't even know who the other guy is, but Terrence Crawford is he's a beast. You can't take nothing from him. He's a fucking savage.
All right. We talked about everything we could talk about. It sums up our first podcast.
Well, actually, it's maybe not the first. Maybe like second.
Well, the first one for me.
Oh, it doesn't fucking matter. Anyway.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Anyways, I hope you guys like the new setup. I'm very much a fan of this setup. We got the mics, we got the table. I think it looks good.
It looks good, yeah.